Namaste.
Namaste, Doctor.
Namaskaram. Namaskaram.
Namaste, sir.
Namaste. Thank you.
Namaste, sir.
Thank you.
Namaste, sir.
Now the program is with a lot of lectures from different people. So I am with you maybe less than 40 minutes. Right. The job is to motivate you to become scientists. Right. So let me ask you some questions.
Yes, sir.
What is the color of the sky?
Blue, sir.
Now
Blue.
if you see Dharmavaram, you are in Dharmavaram, most of you?
Dharmapuri.
Dharmapuri. So tell me how many of you have seen the sky in the morning? What is the color of the sky now? Why is it blue? Why is it blue? Did you ask somebody?
Sir, అంతరిక్షం అనేది బ్లాక్ అండ్ నేవీ బ్లూలో ఉంటుంది. మనం అంతరిక్షం అనేది బ్లాక్ అండ్ నేవీ బ్లూలో ఉంటుంది కదా. మనం మేఘాలు కూడా వాటి కిందకి కవర్ అయి ఉంటుంది కాబట్టి మనకు కొంచెం స్కై బ్లూ లాగా కనబడుతుంది.
Is it because of that? You are all students of physics, right? You learn
Yes, sir.
physics.
Yes, sir.
Same answer will be given by anybody who is on the street. But as a physics student, how do you explain? As a physics student, how do you explain? Why the sky blue? Why is the sky blue?
Water reflection.
Why reflection makes it blue?
Water is color in blue. In
Why?
the ocean.
Why? That's my question. Why water and sky is blue? Now I am asking why sky is blue. You are telling water is blue. So my question is why water and sky is blue? So when you see the things around you, keep asking why, keep asking how.
Yes, sir.
Got it? Have you seen the rainbow?
Yes, sir. See.
Different colors.
Yes, sir. See.
So how is
Yes,
it
sir.
in different colors?
I don't know, sir.
How the plants are blue? Is it blue or white or red?
Green, sir.
Green. Okay. So why
Chlorophyll.
why yeah?
Chlorophyll was green.
Why chlorophyll gives that color? So science is always starting with observation.
Yes, sir.
Look at it and ask questions. And then find out the reason. So first observation. I don't know whether you are all writing. I am not seeing anybody writing. A good student is not attending classes,
The first
looking at the teachers. They're all people who will start writing. So by now you should have written what is why, how, blue, sky, water, color, rainbow. All these words you should write.
Yes, sir.
So scientists or a student of science always observes. Observation is first point. Second point, find out why. That's called exploration. Explore.
Yes, sir.
But all these happens only when you feel wonder. WONDER. Wonder.
Yes, sir.
So a scientist takes birth only when you wonder. So science is not a subject. Either maths, physics, chemistry, biology, any science, social science. Social science is also science. Scientist, not necessarily science alone. Social scientist. So it only makes the way you think. So scientist is one who thinks.
Okay.
That means you should have a scientific mindset. Scientific mindset. What is scientific mindset? Question, observe, experiment.
Doubts also, sir.
Question means doubts only, right? Why, how, when, where, what, WWWWH,
Question
how,
mark.
all these questions.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Experimenting, observing, and then when something doesn't, you don't know what is the reason, accept failure, go and ask somebody else. So there may be a lot of failures.
Yes, sir.
Look at the real world around you. What is around you? So identifying problem, identifying solution, that is what is invention, discovery. So how do a phone works? Which are the subjects which you are learning which will make your phone to work? Tell me, which subject is important for your phone? Or
Science.
now I am talking to you on internet,
Yes, sir.
Zoom platform. The internet, Zoom platform, I am using my camera, I am using my audio, you are hearing with the audio, you are seeing with your camera and display. Which are all the subjects coming into this?
Science. Science.
Very specific. Science is too large. Biology, chemistry, physics, maths.
Botany.
Tell me exactly what is that comes in this. When I speak to you on Zoom, when you are seeing me on Zoom, when I am seeing you on Zoom, when we are communicating, there are a lot of science topics coming inside. Which are all the different science topics?
Technology.
Yeah, what in that? These are all general words. In technology, which technology?
Science.
Again, you are saying science, technology. I don't want these two answers. More specific. You have your computer or you have your laptop. How is it made? Think about it. You have display which is plastic or glass. You have chips inside, connections inside, wire inside, camera. Camera is lens. Lens also have glass. And it has got a recording mechanism. There is a communication happening.
Electronic technology.
Electronics. What is electronics? Again, you go inside electronics. You will see physics. You will see chemistry. You will see communication, wire, mobile, liquid display. So all these are related to science which you are learning today in your classroom. What are you learning in your classroom? 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. All these will become your base for going for masters, BSc, MSc, PhD, also BTech. Don't think it's only on technology. Look at in the kitchen when you are making some food. What are all the items used? You are using gas. You are using firewood. You are cooking in a vessel. That burthen is also chemistry. And when you are using pressure cooker, pressure, physics. When you are cooking, boiling, the water becomes vapor.
Science technology.
All that physics, technology, all that will come. When you are thinking about music, thinking about games, thinking about nature, you will see a lot of different subjects.
Sir,
Nature, totally you will see biology. So nature is a biology lab.
sir,
Got it?
sir, excuse me, sir.
Ah.
So the answer is astrophysics. Astrophysics, sir.
Where?
Sir,
Where is astrophysics?
answer.
Eh?
Sir, please repeat once again.
I didn't get, what are you saying?
Sir,
What is your question? I didn't get. Repeat. You repeat. I didn't tell astrophysics. You told astrophysics. You tell me where is astrophysics?
sir, in technology.
It is not technology. Astrophysics is physics. When you look at the space, when you look at cosmology, when you look at what is happening in the prapancham, studying about the sun, beyond the sun, all the planets, that becomes astrophysics. So any simple experiment you do in your home or school, what you see around the nature or what you see around the space. So when you say astrophysics, one word, suppose you have written astrophysics, immediately what you should do is go and see which are all the places in India where astrophysics research is happening. Who is the best astrophysics person in the world? In India, who is the astrophysics man? Any subject which you want to learn, whether it is astronomy, biology, physics, chemistry, technology, engineering, mobile, laptop, TV, any system, identify people who are part of this system. When you learn history, you learn about Mahatma Gandhi, Nehru, Sardar Vallabhai Patel. So many names you will hear. When it comes to cinema, you will listen to names of Chiranjeevi, what is that? Your Arjun. Maybe you will listen to, or maybe hear the sound, the names of Amitabh Bachchan. Now tell me, when you hear physics, biology, astronomy, astrophysics, chemistry, atom, technology, like computer, mobile, how many names are there in your ear? How many people you know? I want all of you to write down subject, astronomy, write names of people. Bracket, you write which country they are from.
Okay, sir.
That means you are thinking. That means you are learning. I will give you one assignment. The assignment is this. Write down all the subjects, different areas. Areas means specific. Communication, electronics, internet, 5G, augmented reality, artificial intelligence, chat GPT. Write all these in one side of a column. Other side you write the names of people and send it to me. I don't know whether you are seeing my telephone number. My telephone number is there on my display. 95020388875. It is there on the display along with my name. My name is DrTPS. Write and send it to me. If you write so many names, that means you are thinking. Thinking not subject alone, thinking about people. So each subject, there is a person. There is a discoverer. There is an inventor. There is an experimenting person. There is a scientist. So you keep learning about the names of scientists along with the subject.
So along with also inventions.
Yeah. So that you know these are all the famous scientists.
So Indian scientists also okay.
All abroad scientists in Indian, when you write in bracket, write whichever country they are from. So you will learn history, you will learn geography, you will learn different names of people, you will learn different technologies. Then share with your friends. It is not what you see, the sky is blue. So who did research on the color of the sky? Who is that man? Is it only that you told or somebody told you? Tell specifically which person told the science, explained the science of sky blue, different colors of light, Vibgyor. Who is the person who identified this? This is how it should come. So we started at 9:45, little 1 or 2 minutes later. Now it is 10 o'clock. I spoke to you 15 minutes. Which are all the points you have written down? Tell your friend which is the point you have written down. Talk to your friend. Share all that what you have written to your person sitting beside you. Let me see how many of you get new words. Copy from your friend's notebook. Suppose you are not having a friend who has written, that means both of you are bad. You become great only when your company is great. The person sitting beside. Suppose you don't write, your friend also don't write. That means both of you are not listening to the class. Not in my class alone. All the classes which is happening, you should do this. Otherwise, Swashodhan Trust is doing lot of classes 1 month. So many people come and give blah blah blah. End of the day, everything is waste. No, it shouldn't happen. Lot of effort. Dr. Karnagarji is spending a lot of money on this. So what is your job? Your job is to write, document. Every scientist becomes a scientist only when the documentation, that means writing down is important. So I want all of you to write down. And what is a scientist's job? He has to share. So when you have written down, share it with your friend. Give your notebook to your friend, ask him to write all the new words. You take somebody's note, write all the words. Now start thinking, what is that question I can ask Dr. TPS? I am in Hyderabad. When you come to Hyderabad, you can meet me.
Okay, sir, sure.
I have got a huge library. You can see behind.
Yes, sir.
All books for all competitive exams. Civil service, CAT, GMAT, GRE. You want to go abroad and study? Preparation, all the books are here.
Okay, sir. We have to utilize it.
So, when you wanted to learn, when you open a book, which book is to be seen? You are going to a library. Which book you want to see? So, immediately you should know, I study this, I can go here. This university I want to go because there is a person, Madame Curie, Mary Curie. You hear a lot of names. You heard Einstein. You heard Newton. Write which country he is, which place he is from, which university he studied. Then you should have an idea. I must go to that university to study.
Sir, I have done my work, sir.
Good. Now what you can do is, you can ask me questions.
So that the scientists and their inventions, I wrote it.
You can ask me questions now.
what about the questions?
You can ask me questions. What you want to know from me? You ask me questions.
So what is black hole?
See, I think the question should be, what is that you wanted to, the method of becoming a scientist learning. It is not that I cannot explain you what is black hole. The black hole is an empty space. When you go to look at the space, there is a place which is black in color. That is because it has emptiness. No light enters there. Light is because electrons, atoms, crystals, all these are not there.
So the black hole, which galaxy?
I didn't get you.
Sir, is the black hole?
You tell me what is galaxy now.
Milky Way galaxy.
No. You are asking galaxy, so you should tell me what is galaxy.
What is galaxy, sir?
I am asking you because you use the word galaxy. See, what is to be understood is when you use a word, know the meaning, get the details, not just some words you have blah blah blah. When you ask which galaxy, I can ask you which state in India. When you ask, I will ask you where is India.
Sir.
Understood?
Yes, sir.
So you wanted a black hole because you know some word black hole. Now you know galaxy, so you keep asking some galaxy, dude. Now I can tell you galaxy is a star, planet, gas, dust. All that together is galaxy. So you tell me which are all the different galaxy names. Only one name you know, Milky Way galaxy.
So, but I know few galaxies. I forgot it, sir.
Yeah, that is what I'm saying. So unless you write it down, get a clear idea. Spiral galaxy, elliptical galaxy, irregular galaxies, Andromeda galaxy. So many names are there.
Yes, sir.
Whirlpool galaxy, based on the style in which it is made or it behaves.
Yes, sir.
So you are keeping on throwing some questions but without any real objective. I want people to become objective based. When you wanted to study, find out objective and scope. Why am I asking this question?
Okay, sir.
What is my interest, basic interest? Got it? Objective and scope. For every learning, every question, every action which I do. See, when I am coming for 40 minutes lecture, my objective is to motivate you to become scientist. It is not to give you whatever is available in Britannica, whatever is available in dictionary, whatever is available in Google. To make you to think. Understood? When I ask you to ask some questions, how do I become a scientist is my topic now. This is what I spoke, for which I have taken some examples here and there. So your question should be in line with that. Because I asked you to ask questions, you cannot say how to play cards, how to cultivate paddy. Don't ask such questions. How do a scientist think? That is what we are discussing.
So one more question. Sir, in the ISRO, three types that Chandrayaan, Aditya, and Samudrayan is there, no? What are the profits of the missions?
No, I didn't get. Complete. The sentence should be very clear. What is that?
What is the uses of the three?
Samudrayan is to look at sea.
Okay.
So sea temperature. Sea temperature will decide whether the fish will be available in this place or the other place.
I think that the cyclones are earthquakes.
All
Information giving.
All information will be given by that. That's also earlier it was called ocean sat. Satellite for ocean.
So what are the uses of Aditya L1?
Aditya is to look at Aditya.
Yes, sir. Sun.
Chandrayaan is to look at moon.
Yes, sir.
Aditya you cannot go and land. but you can observe from far. You can look at what chemicals are happening there. What is the temperature at this end, that end. Moon landing is possible. Taking sample is possible.
Yes, sir.
There are other. You let me ask you. Day before yesterday or yesterday, there was a failure which happened. ISRO launched or have sent a rocket, but it did not reach there. It failed. Tell me which is that failure, what is the launch vehicle, which are all the satellites went in that. Anybody? See, the problem is you are not interested in science, you are not interested in what ISRO is doing.
Sir, but they not understand, sir. Please tell me.
Tell me, yesterday there was a great activity happened in ISRO. What is that activity?
Sir, I think Chandrayaan.
You, that is what I am saying. You are just blah blah blah. I am asking very specific question. Yesterday there was a launch which failed. Every newspaper would have carried that news. Anybody who looks at television will know that news. You are all students. You are saying you have interest in science. You want to become scientist. And you have mentors who are looking after you. It's not arranging lecture alone. Some discussion should happen based on what happened today, what happened yesterday in science. So that your interest will become like that. News also contains lot of things for scientists. Science is not away from society.
Sir, that Brahmos, I think.
Don't just blah blah, yeah. You are unnecessarily making so many names which somewhere you know. I don't know who is that person who is talking. I think you should stop and somebody else should speak. I am hearing only one sound and no idea at all. Yesterday, one satellite launch vehicle. Which vehicle was that? ASLV, PSLV, GSLV. I don't know whether you heard. It is 101st launch. So you are not reading newspaper. You are not discussing. It's a camp. It's somewhere dialogue should happen. Some discussion should happen. So something in science happened yesterday should be a topic of discussion for you. So ISRO sent lot of vehicles which is PSLV. 100 success. PSLV, Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle. And yesterday was 101th. But that failed. There are different stages, 1, 2, 3, 4. Third stage it failed. All these were on the display. Look at isro.gov.in. You want to know what happens in CSIR. Center for Science Education and Research, ISER. Indian Education Center, IASC, IIT. Go to the website. Look at all the website details, internet, DRDO. Learn. Take the terminology, understand the words, understand the story written there. Look at the dictionary, look at Wikipedia, look at Google. Learn as much as you can. This is the first step to become a good student. And make notes. Without notes, without documenting, there is no point in learning. So all of you should do this. Ask me.
I can tell satellite name
Huh.
E EOS 09
Where did you get it now? Who fed you this?
Newspaper.
Wonderful. Good. Clap for you. See, everybody should read. What is the launch vehicle which failed? Which is the vehicle name? That is the satellite which the vehicle carried. The vehicle is there on top. Earth Observation Satellite. That is what EOS. Earth Observation Satellite. That satellite was for us to look at what are all the military activity happening in the border. Now we had a problem with the Pakistan. ISRO satellites helped in the war. So why we are sending Earth observation satellites? So that
101.
people can go look at what is in the border, what problem is there, what are they doing in Pakistan. All this can be seen. That is called Earth Observation Satellite, EOS. The vehicle was Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle, PSLV. So when you read newspaper, you get lot of science. And then you will feel, oh, I should also become part of ISRO. I was part of ISRO. I'm a space scientist. When you read newspaper, you get DRDO, defense, Pakistan war, you will hear some missile name, you will hear some ship name. Then you will think, oh, how to make this ship? Let me study about it. INS Vikrant from Cochin went to Karachi. So you will learn what is INS Vikrant. Study about that. So every reading, every learning is an information which leads you to become a scientist. Whether it is a war, whether it is fishing, whether it is cultivation, agriculture, whether it is telemedicine, which satellite is being used, how the satellite is made, when fighting happens, which is the missile which they have used, how the GPS is working. Lot of questions. So all of you should have a big notebook with a lot of learning and many pages with a lot of questions. That's what is to be done. So any more questions? If you have any more questions, you are welcome. We have another 10 more minutes. We have another 10 more minutes. Ask questions.
Namaste Amma, how are you all doing? Attend questions in Leva, ఒక్కొక్క turn తీసుకొని attend.
Namaskaram, sir.
నమస్తే
Sir, namaste, sir.
సార్ ఇస్రో అంతా చాలా నాలెడ్జ్ ఉంది ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ సైంటిస్ట్ ఎట్లా అవుతారా అని సార్ చాలా మంచి నాలెడ్జ్ ఉంది సార్ ఎవరైనా సైంటిస్ట్ అవుతారా చాలా మంచి ఉద్యోగం అది సార్ నాకు ఇంకా సైంటిస్ట్ అంటే ఏం చేస్తారు వాట్ ఈస్ ద సైంటిస్ట్ సైంటిస్ట్ ఏం చేస్తారు అంటే సో సారీ DPS సార్ సైంటిస్ట్ అంటే ఏంటిది అడిగినారమ్మా అడగండి సైంటిస్ట్ ఎట్లా అవుతారు మొన్న మీరు అడిగిన తీసుకెళ్ళి డాక్టర్ ఎట్లా అవుతారు ఇదంతా సార్ చాలా జ్ఞానం ఉంది అడుగుతారా కూర్చోండమ్మా కూర్చోండి సార్ కూర్చోండమ్మా సో ఫస్ట్ ధరంపూరి ఏమైనా క్వశ్చన్స్ ఉన్నాయా సార్ అడుగుతారా
Yes, sir.
Sir, I have one doubt.
Okay, welcome.
From Kagasnagar. How astronauts live in the satellite?
How? No, they don't live in satellite. Satellite is 600 kilometers up. Astronauts go 200-kilometer height. They have space labs. 140 is atmosphere, 140 kilometers. Above 140, another 80 kilometers. Maximum is the space labs. Satellite is which goes around the earth, take pictures like remote sensing satellite. Moon is a natural satellite. What we send is remote sensing satellite, artificial satellites. INSAT is geosynchronized satellite. Space labs. Astronauts don't stay in the satellite, they stay in the space. Now let me ask you one question. What is your name?
My name is Sonakshi.
Okay, why Sonakshi? Your place is called Kagas Nagar. Why is your place called Kagas Nagar?
In Karasnagar have paper mill.
Which company?
SPM.
Good. So, don't think that scientist means you think very great things only. In your age, you should have this question yourself.
Yes, sir.
Good, wonderful.
Sir, so one more question can I ask?
Yeah, you can. You may ask.
Sir, in future, on the earth we have to live. It is true. Your scientists are find it, sir.
No, I didn't get. What is that you asked?
Sir, in future, that earth was like a moon. Moon was like a earth. Sir, sir, are you hear me?
I could hear, but I didn't understand what are you asking.
Sir, in future, moon like a earth. What you have, what you scientists are find.
Is your question that whether people can live in moon or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Is it truth?
No, I don't think we are finding what is there in the moon, having moon mission, going there and landing, collecting some items from there, not to live in moon. It is not our purpose. Our purpose is to learn. We wanted to learn what is there in moon. That's it. When we are finding oxygen and hydrogen there, probably water is not there. We know gravity is too less. Chemistry is different. So, I don't think in our thoughts, any scientist thoughts, in government thoughts, policy makers, there is no plan to go and live in the moon or to make apartments in moon. That is not correct.
Sir?
Yeah.
Sir, shall I?
Yes. Welcome.
సార్ ఎత్తుతాం కాలుతుంది కదా సార్ అది నిజమా అబద్ధమా సార్
No, that's not true. That's only some false statement. Nijam kadu.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్ సార్ కెన్ ఐ టెల్
Yeah.
in future scientists preparing robots what is the uses of robots
Assume there is a bomb which is held somewhere hidden. You think people can go and pick it up? No. So we want to send a robot to pick it up. Suppose some very specific surgery with a lot of precision, correctness is to be done. Human being will not be able to do it, but robot can do it. Some chemical experiments is to be done. We want to collect the soil from moon. People cannot go and land there and collect. We can send robot to do that. So robot replaces human when there is a danger when there is more precision required, there is a special requirement. That is where robots are being used.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, have one doubt.
Sir, can
Hello,
I
sir.
Somebody can tell his her name and tell me which place they are from and ask questions straight. Don't ask me, can I ask, shall I ask?
Sir, my name is Siddhiksha. I'm from Kagas Nagar.
Yeah.
How much distance are Earth and Moon?
These are all what you should look at your textbook and learn. All these are available. Earth to moon distance. Anybody who knows?
Sir, my name is Gaurav.
No, tell me. This question should be answered. It is almost 4 lakhs. 3 lakhs 84,000 kilometers away. 3 lakhs 84,000 kilometers away.
సార్ ఎర్త్ కి ఈ ఈ మధ్యలో భూకంపం బాగా వస్తుంది కదా సార్, ఎందుకు అలా వస్తుంది?
Actually, there are lot of earthquake happens all the time. Only on the land when it happens we know. Under the sea there are a lot of earthquakes happening. We are not knowing. Now today if something happens, immediately it comes into news. Earlier also many times earthquake happened. When I was a young boy, in my village there used to be earthquake. It never comes in news. But today, if something happens similar, the whole world will know. So it is not your question, why is it happening more now? That is not correct. Every time it is there.
He's asking what is the reason for Earth.
That is what I am saying. So the reason is, earth itself is a live earth. Don't think earth is something which is very solid like a football which is stitched. It's like so many layers are kept here and there, which are not stitched well. They are called different plates. And when the earth is moving very fast, it is spinning 15,000 kilometers per hour. It's going around earth. So much of distance. You can compute all this. Earth diameter is 6,000 kilometers, say. Or radius is 6,000 kilometers. 2 pi r. 2 into pi, approximately 3. So 2 into 6 into 6,000. 36,000 kilometers. It has to go once in a one day. That means 15,000 kilometers per hour is the speed. So something which is not stitched moves like this very fast, and it also moves around the sun. There will be jerks. So definitely there will be water going down, water going up, earth moving here and there, gravity change will happen, the speed changes. It is not same speed, it's an ellipse. So the speed changes along with how much distance it is from sun. So it's called a live earth, dynamic earth. So there is all chance of small place moving here and there.
Sir, can I ask you, I'm so sorry, what about the importance of tectonic plates, Himalayan mountains? So how the Himalayan mountains have recently had what I heard there is an earthquake in Pakistan.
Yeah, so these plates, we have got a Europe and Asia plate is called a Eurasian plate, and we have an Indian plate. These are all unstitched. So when over a period of time the Indian plate is moving up, that is why earlier Sri Lanka and India the distance was less. Now it is becoming increased. All the plates were together, which is called one Pangea. It's all got separated. Now the Indian plate is moving to Europe-Asian plate, Eurasian plate, hitting each other. When it hits each other, the Himalaya is growing. North, south, east, west is not same. It also keeps moving. In 1970, the north of India, if you say this is north, there is a change happens in last 50 years. 8 degree it changed. The earth inclination changes. The place from the earlier 200 million years back, the whole India would have been below the equator. Over a period of time, it going up and then hitting it. We don't know, after some time it can come down again. So these are all plate movements, geophysical, geological plate movements. This is part of everyday activity. That is why Earth is called a live Earth. The magnetic south and north pole can change. The south and north pole can change. And sometime the gravity is not changed and reset. Therefore, there is a concept called forgetfulness of Earth. So these are all different aspects to learn about geophysics, geodesy, geology. This subject has to be learned.
Progress.
I think I have crossed my time. Right.
Doctor,
Hello?
amazing session, doctor.
Excuse me, sir.
Thank you so much. So anybody has got some question, you can text me
Sir,
950-2038-875. You can ask me. We can have a G-meet and talk any point of time. No restrictions at all. Send me a WhatsApp. I will set up a meeting any point of time and we will have discussions. Thank you so much.
1 minute, Naimisha. Doctor, one last question.
Yeah.
So much.
sir, I'm Naimisha from DrTPS Girls Dharmapuri. So my question is, there's no gravity in space. Then how planets are moving?
Yeah. Agrishti shaktistu mahitaya yadgastam swabhimukam swashaktya agrishyate. Assume I am pulling someone, somebody else is pulling me, and other person is pulling me. Every planet has got gravity. Moon has gravity, Earth has gravity, satellites have gravity, all the planets have gravity, Sun also has a gravity. Everybody is pulling each other, and each of them are spinning. Therefore, what will happen? The whole system is spinning like this. 5 friends of you hold each other back and front, tie a rope, somebody pull back, somebody pull the other side, somebody pull the other side, start moving, run in the ground. You will see everybody will start spinning. That is called universal gravity. So what is in space? Space has got, when you say gravity G for Earth, there is a universal gravity capital G for the space. And that is what it is called the Akrishti Shaktistu. My force is, my attraction is my energy. Akrishti Shaktistu. Mahi Taya Yadghastvam. Pulling towards me. So I am a planet pulling somebody. Another planet is pulling somebody. Another planet is pulling somebody. Everybody is pulling each other. And then Patattvayam Khe, where it can fall. It will keep moving in the space, rotating and revolving. This is what our Bharatiya Shastram says, not the modern science a lot.
Naimisha, the next session, madam is already coming. Please, I don't have question. I share the doctor's number. You can talk to him. Right? He's very open and such lovely answers. Amazing. Sir, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
From the bottom of our heart. Thank you so much.
Hello, sir. So please, one more question.
Naimisha, you can write down. Okay? We'll take your questions. Next madam is also waiting here. Let sir leave also. His time is also precious.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Wonderful, Susan. Wonderful. Very good. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.